It's been a rather unfortunate tournament for South Africa based on the results that just happened. But still, Coach, I'm sure they're still going out there to fight.
No, most definitely. I'm just disappointed and sad for the players. But if you don't prepare, if you don't plan, then this is the outcome. And I'm sure we all need to do things better in future. But really sad for the players. They came in, gave it their all, and we still have a game to play. We'll go out there and be professional about it and put up a good performance and show what the crowd has been missing.
Are you planning to be a bit more aggressive or consecutive today?
No, we were planning from the word go to really go at them. We in many of the games you should have scored more goals, including the Malawi game, but we did not. We've been working on a few things, and we say again, if we don't concede, we're going to create. Trying to just motivate the players. Disappointed, but trying to motivate the players that there's still a game to play, that we still have to be professional, and we still have to go out there and get a result.
Changes for today?
We've brought in Tsidi, one of the goalkeepers, brought back Nsani. Salana gets a start. I think she's been fantastic. Fiona comes back into the team, but we will also look at making more changes. We still have another goalkeeper who hasn't played, Daneo. We also have Nomfundo who hasn't played. So before the game is over, we will try to make changes to make sure that everybody has a dream, or has this dream when they leave here, that they've played at the COSAFA Cup, because that's what it's about. But really disappointed, but we only have ourselves to blame.
All the best, Coach. How important is it to finish strong today?
It is that we finish with 6 points that we've never done before.
Let's talk about now the approach in today's game. You're taking on host nation South Africa. What are now some of the areas that you fixed going into today's game?
We'll go back to our original strength of putting the ball down and playing combination football going forward.
And you've kept the same squad. Talk to me about now what kind of tactical changes have you made?
Not really much changes, same squad, but the approach will be different now. We will not be kicking the ball forward like we did in the last game against Malawi. Now we'll put it down and try combinations going forward.
What are you hoping to see from your team?
Good football against the host team, which we play similar kind of soccer. It will be good for the eye, good for the spectators.
All the best. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Tubelihle Shamase has certainly made sure that South Africa go into the half the better of the two sides. 2-0 to South Africa, and Eswatini left with their heads scratching and wondering what they can do to get back into this game. But going back to the video that you did see a little earlier on, yes indeed, from Friday, the semi-final here at the Hollywoodbets COSAFA Women's Championship, we will have VAR, and it will be live right here. So throughout the tournament since last week, they have been training, but it's officially going to be live from Friday. So Pinky is now joining me for that halftime. Pinky, I mean, VAR is huge. You know, we've been talking about VAR, the African continent. We finally have it now, COSAFA. I mean, what a great tournament to introduce it.
Exciting moments. I mean, having the VAR coming in Africa, COSAFA, it will actually eliminate a lot of problems and challenges that we encounter with our referees. So it is a good initiative that we have it here.
Exciting indeed. Now back to this game. South Africa, we know that South Africa and Eswatini have bowed out based on the results that happened in the first game. Mozambique making sure that they go through and knocking South Africa out. But now, do you sort of get the sense that they're not playing with just that much impetus, because they know that there's nothing beyond this?
Yeah, I think we've talked about it outside, Jorge. They should have shown more agency, even though they're out.
Yeah.
This is the game that they need to correct some of the mistakes that they were having. We know that, coming to this tournament, there were some issues, hiccups, but let alone that, let's
Yeah.
just rectify the mistakes that we have encountered
Yeah.
playing here, and just gather the team and try to put the team together and gel as a team and try to move on.
Yeah, I mean, you look at both these teams, they had their own struggles, right?
Yeah.
Eswatini traveled to COSAFA
Yeah.
with only 18 players, and 2 of their key players were injured. The captain came to the tournament already with a niggle from the friendlies. You have South Africa. We know they had their struggles with the team that was put together last minute. So, I mean, you look at the fact that Group A, both of them are knocked out. Are these now the fruits of the problems that they came with here?
Listen, challenges will always be there, but now that we're here, so we should just let go of that and try to play and try to show the coaches what we're capable of.
Yeah.
I mean, South Africa, we know as a nation what we are capable of. Right, Lala ball. We can
Yeah.
play. We can play
Yeah.
football, and we have that flair, man. But I haven't seen that much, in our players. Take them on.
Yeah.
Dribble them if you have that ability to do that.
Yeah.
And I mean, Shambe, the number 6, has done that a lot. But keep doing that so you can
Yeah.
consistency, because we need that.
Do you feel that sometimes these factors, like however you start the tournament, the events of today, how they transpired, and now knowing your fate in the competition, do you think now this affects the team psychologically? I mean, especially looking at today's game.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Knowing Jorge, you're not gonna advance in either way, whether you win or lose. So it's kind of discouragement. But like I said, we shouldn't take that into
Yeah.
our mind and say, look,
Yeah.
we're not advancing. Like I said, let's improve on
Yeah.
our game.
Yeah.
I've seen the defenders. They was just sitting at the back.
Yeah.
There's no collaboration between our midfielders and our forwards. So let's take this game
Yeah.
as a practice to rectify some of the mistakes that we encountered.
Yeah. Well, Eswatini came into this game with no changes. South Africa were the ones that had a few rotations in their squad. Coach Des saying that I want to give more players opportunities. We saw as well a change up front. Ndlovu's there. But now you see South Africa, a much improved side today. That goal, Tubelihle Shamas, she's been outstanding for South Africa.
Definitely. I mean, she has the skill. Use that. We've seen that. It's evidence that she can kick the ball, she can take on players, and that's what we need to see more often. Like I said, consistency. Do that more often. Even
Yeah.
defenders, they will start respecting you more.
How important is it now, as the game is evolving, to have players who are not like traditional players? I was having this conversation with Miss Gloria Brown. Tubelihle with her second goal, but you talk about players now who are utility players, players who have evolved and can play more than one position.
We need that. I mean, football is evolving, and if you are just a player who can just play at being a defender, you can go up. So it's not good for the team.
Yeah.
So let's say maybe we have a player who's injured, and there's a player that can be an all-rounder who
Yeah.
can play everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's an advantage for the team.
And of course, South Africa forcing Eswatini, playing that high line. Eswatini, we haven't really seen much from them on their half. The box entries haven't really been there. So what do they now have to do? I mean, in light of looking at these stats, goal attempts in favor of South Africa, does it look like Eswatini is defeated already?
By the look of things, I think so. I mean, we haven't seen much of them, coming into this game and making those, potential, opportunities for them to score. I mean, we've seen where they came to a half, but it was a silly mistakes from our defenders. But coming to next half, I don't think they will create more opportunities for them to even get a one goal.
Do you expect changes off the bat for Eswatini when they come back? Or for coach, do you sort of keep the team that you have now and just sort of try to improve with the team that you have on right now?
I think with the defenders, I haven't seen a lot of, attempts, closing spaces, communication. I think that's the department that he needs to work more on. Make some changes there. Get solid players who can pick up some of our players, South African players. Yeah.
Yeah, and South Africa loves those diagonal crosses
Exactly.
to Michaels there on the left. So how has she been today?
Today, I think she hasn't improved much. I've expected her because of Swatini. They're very slow, especially at the back. Just take them on. I haven't seen even one attempt at the goal. I mean, she has speed.
Yeah.
Use that speed. Like I said last time, cut inside and then look up, and maybe there will be a player that's coming across to take that finishing. But she hasn't done a lot of, taking on players, cutting inside and taking shots, because her face is always pointing at the ground.
So decision making for you?
Yeah, she's not decisive maker.
Okay. All right, so the crowds have certainly come out here. We know that the schools have already officially opened today. It's back to school today, so we saw a number of school children coming to support Banyana Banyana as well as Eswatini in this encounter. So it's very nice to see the kids coming out as well in their numbers. But as it stands, it's South Africa 2-0 to Eswatini.
Let's go back to the Tubelise Shamase show here that has started quite brightly and early from a South African point of view.
Good combination play between Ntombigile and Ndlovu, finding Shamase coming from deep on the left-hand side. Shamase eliminating one player and then able to round the keeper and pick a spot. The keeper could do nothing but admire the beauty of the shot taken.
No, she was far from done. Here's a coach's goal here.
Another combination between the two players. It is Ntombigile again taking the standard situation. The free kick, hammering it to the goalkeeper, wasn't able to hold on to that. Shamase responding and reacting quickest to get a foot into it and get a second goal.
Then a lovely ball over to the near side. Mutakela on in the second half serves up a beauty.
A diagonal ball finding Tekofata on a strong right foot and having the ability to whip in a delicious cross that Shamase connected with the plum to give South Africa the 3-goal cushion.
Hung up, begging to be put away. And only needed to be not at home then for Tubelise Shamase to conclude 5 goals at this year's championship. So all the numbers very much in favor of the South Africans here. They played Eswatini off the park, and we'll feel they could have even gone on to score more on the day, but a good ending for Desiree Ellis and the South African side as both South Africa and Eswatini bow out of this year's championship.
Our player of the match for today is Tubelise Shamase, of course, from South Africa, who got herself a hat-trick and will get herself a match ball, and she will get her prize, courtesy of Hollywoodbets from Indira Albuquerque. Thank you so much. Tubelise, well done. What a performance. Yeah, let's just take the ball for you. What a performance today. Yes, South Africa didn't progress, but how important was it to just finish strong namhlanje?
Ngicabanga ukuthi mindset yethu like we switch on for the game. We wanted more goals mara akwenzekanga, and ngithanda effort yama teammates ami like we fought. We wanted goals and akwenzakalanga mara sidlalile. I'm happy.
Kumnandi ukudlala nosisi wakho?
Kakhulu, ngiyajabula ukudlala naye, ngiya-enjoy kakhulu.
Well, how was this tournament for you?
I think ngoba the first time yami, it's a good experience. As a young player, I'm growing. And ngiyabonga kakhulu for this experience.
Congratulations, Tubelise. What a way to finish off the tournament. Siyabonga sis wami. Joining me now is her coach, Coach Desiree Ellis. Coach, your summation of the game.
We said we wanted to really go out there and showcase. I think the 2 goals that we scored early on, I thought that was really the way we wanted to play, and then somehow we lost it a bit and then got it back a bit. But we also said, go and enjoy yourselves. And I think what the fans witnessed here was pure enjoyment. Yes, at times we over-elaborated, but just for the moment that they remember, that for many of them, this was their first tournament. So for them, it's something to take home. Unfortunately, we couldn't go beyond the group stages, but if you don't win your first game, it sets you back. But then again, it all started from way back, you know, when we should have come in earlier, but we did not. And I take my hat off to the players and, you know, for the effort that they put in. I'm sad and disappointed for them, but they showed today, you know, that the future is bright. There are a lot of 22, 23, 18-year-old is here as well. So they showed a lot of that today, and for that I was really proud.
I mean, knowing your fate in the tournament before kickoff, I mean, that can already play a role psychologically. How much of a pep talk did you have to give them to just keep them switched on this game?
You know, on the way, they were singing in the bus, and when it went quiet, I knew that, you know, that it was over for us. But I said, let's go out there and be professional. Let's go out there and still play the game, because, you know, we cannot disrespect the game, even though we're no longer, you know, going through. We still have to go out there, put up a good performance. The crowd is going to come out there, you know, put up a performance that the crowd will be happy about, and go out there and enjoy yourselves. Most importantly, play for each other. You know, make sure that when you walk off this field, that you can say that, you know, we really played well. And I think that was more it. As the tournament went on, I think we got a little bit better, but, you know, too little, too late. But just a big thank you to the fans that have come out. You know, a big thank you to them, and of course for the players who are putting in the effort, for the staff for always availing themselves and making sure that we have most of our players available.
Before I let you go, Coach, trying different combinations, playing with different players, young, old, so many different players from all walks of life. How bright does the future look for Banyana Banyana?
I think it looks very bright. I think some of the players here, especially the twins, Nicole, you know, Sokofatso, as well as Lona Temba, and the goalkeepers have all been part of Banyana at some stage, bringing them into camps, and here's an opportunity for them to shine, you know, and that's really great for us, because we're always looking at refreshing the squad. There are a lot of first-timers here, so for their first caps, congratulations as well. But I also want to say a big thank you to Cecil for always supporting us, for SAFA, you know, for giving us the opportunity to be able to play in this tournament. But most of all to the players and the coaches out there for everything that they put in, to make sure that the players are ready and the players are available.
Thank you so much, Coach Des. All the best. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Desiree Alice saying that, you know what, as the tournament progressed, the team got better and better, but too little, too late. Joined now by Coach Kosa. Coach, can you please face me? Talk to me, Coach. Coach, how did you see today's game?
We considered soft goals. You can't do that against a team from the World Cup.
You also look at, just from the onset, the high press that South Africa was putting on Eswatini. How do you feel your team, how are they struggling to respond, to just get
we
back in
tried
the
the
game?
central defender, Welile. He was injured. We thought maybe she has healed, but unfortunately she wasn't feeling well.
But overall, Coach, just your experience of the 2023 edition of COSAFA, the team being here once again, many of the players have been here before. What was the experience like this time around?
A few have been here before, but we learned. Because we never lose, but we learn as a team. But we'll do better going forward in the next edition.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Coach. Travel
thanks,
safely.
thanks,
All the best.
Thanks.
Okay.